Hey fam, it's Gabby here. Welcome to Testimony Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. And I just pray that whatever the situation looks like for you in this season, that you're staying safe and that you're utilizing the opportunities being given to you. So today for my testimony, I will be sharing about where God has me at the moment. So this started in 2017 when I was in year 12. I had decided that I was going to study law. I was going to become a paralegal, which isn't a lawyer, but they help the lawyers out with the cases. And then just before year 12 exams, of course, I had a switch up and I had this sudden thought that, hang on, I think I want to become a teacher. And it felt like my calling at the time because years prior to that, I had already been serving in Kidmania, my children's church ministry. Shout out to them. So it did feel like my calling and it felt right for me, but I was still having some doubts. It was a big switch up and it did surprise my parents at the time. You can imagine switching from law to education is a really big change. But I'm just so grateful that they're so supportive of me now. So it wasn't a quick decision. I was still doubtful, and in my exams I remember still being stressed out and not being sure about it, but I still ended up changing my preferences. But I still kept some law related things like student welfare. But there was one thing that was for sure, and that was that teaching felt right for me, even though I was still a bit nervous because of the big switch up. It felt right for me, and to me that indicated that it was God. So fast forwarding to 2018 in January, I received 2 offers from La Trobe University and Victoria University. Now this decision right here really racked my brain at the time and it's stressing me out just thinking about it. I wish that I could say that prayer was my first response, but it wasn't. And I went to my parents first and they told me VU. Now I was hesitant about VU at the time because of prejudgments and prejudices from my friends at the time. So I prayed and prayed and prayed about it, and God pointed me to VU because he has a sense of humor, but it turned out to be the best decision. It's so close to home. I only now log on for 3 days a week, 3 hours each. The way that the course is set up is so easy. It's actually a lighter study load than a lot of the other unis. This course was perfect for me, and I love working with children at my placement opportunities and in serving as well. But this was a major milestone in my life, and not only in my life, but with my walk with God. I've never put God behind the steering wheel like that before and put him in the center of my decisions and my life, but I'm just so blessed that I did. I just want to encourage someone to really just open up your heart and just allow God into your life. You'll never regret it. So it says in Isaiah 55 verse 9, just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my plans than your plans. So just before I finish, this is kind of a mini testimony in itself. This happened a year after I'd already started my course. I was at church in the middle of praise and worship. This was after a sermon that was directed to my senior pastors, and while I had them in mind to bless and honor them, God actually showed me a vision of myself, and it was myself in the middle, hundreds of children, and then God, and I was bringing hundreds of children to him, faces that I had never seen before. And this moment really touched me, and I was shaking and crying all over, but it really just showed me the position that he's graced me for and the purpose that he has for my life. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but allow God into your life. Allow him to carry out the plans he already has for you, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, even if the circumstances and the timing doesn't seem right. If it's God, if he brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. He has a great plan and purpose for you. All you have to do is ask, and even if he doesn't answer, continue to ask. Be persistent. I saw this thing on Instagram on my feed the other day. Push. Pray until something happens. Trust his timing and he'll exceed your expectations. Stay blessed.